Mega Drive 32X was released in 1994, and for me, it felt so futuristic when I got one. With Virtua Fighter, Doom, Metalhead, these games were blowing me away when I got my 32X back then. History tells us it wasn't a success. However, let's review the catalogue of games on the system. First of all, with Afterburner complete, I'm not expecting much. I played Afterburner on the original Mega Drive port. Not my cup of tea. Found it ridiculously difficult, but I'm interested to see if it looks any different, if it's closer to the arcade. So straight away we can see, for anyone who watched the original Afterburner review, which came out last year, it was obviously one of the first on the channel because I was doing, and I still am doing, everything alphabetically. God knows why, and that was a mistake, but I'm too committed to pull out. I must say this feels very much the same as that, and my eyes might be deceiving me, but I'm not noticing a great deal of difference at this point in time. Oh, there we go, dead. Still ridiculously difficult then. We have to remember, obviously, it is an arcade port, so it's a proper coin muncher, and it's going to kill me repeatedly to get those coins out of me. Those metaphorical coins, of course. But yeah, I loved the 32X, because to me, it was such a step up. I didn't have a PlayStation or a Saturn until 1997. I had a Mega CD and a 32X, and I can't stress enough, obviously this was pre-internet, I used to buy game magazines and everything, but this to me was so incredible. Like, I've never seen anything like it outside of the arcade. I'm not referring to Afterburner here, may I add, which I'm sorry to say I'm a little bit disappointed by at this point, but I had to get to the 32X at some point, because I can't stress enough, you're playing stuff like Virtua Fighter on the system, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. Game over, of course. Well, there we go. Let's go to the settings and see if we can make it easy, give ourselves a bit more of a go. I will be very interested to look back at my video of Afterburner 2 on the Mega Drive just to see... Oh, extra easy. Yeah, we'll go for that. Just to see if there is a bigger difference than I'm seeing here. I don't feel that this is particularly pushing the 32X. It was probably one of the sort of quick and easy ports they pushed out to try and claw some of the money they were losing on the system back. I know they did the same with stuff like Space Harrier as well, to get an arcade perfect, in quotation, conversion into homes. So not really the sort of thing that I was buying the 32X for. I mean, I weren't buying it, my parents buying it, obviously. Like, for me, the fact that Doom was on the system was unbelievable. I can't wait to try that again. Now, I do own a 32X. I actually had to buy one again, though. I sold my original with some incredibly rare games at the Rochdale Electronics Boutique, for anyone in the UK, back in the mid-90s. And I traded a 32X with games including Colibri, Mother Base, and Knuckles Chaotix, to name but a few. All of them in, and the system, just to get GoldenEye on the N64. Now, GoldenEye's a great game, one of my favourite games of all time, but wow. I'd have a few grand in my back pocket extra if I'd kept those games. However, I did treat myself to a 32X last year. I'd been after one for quite a while, and I did get one, and I've slowly been rebuilding my library. I've got Chaotix, Doom, Metalhead, Star Wars Arcade, Virtua Fighter, Virtua Racing. It's a very difficult system to collect for. There's not a lot of games on it, on the 32X, but the games that there were released are just ludicrously priced, in PAL territories anyway. I can't speak for the US. Oh, barrel roll. I don't know how I did that. I did nothing different. So I do think Afterburner is definitely running a bit better the more I've played this. I think we can see that in this section here. That just looks, very smooth, very quick. And I can imagine an Afterburner fan back in the mid-90s who got this would be delighted. But yeah, it doesn't feel like the next level. Like if I'd got my 32X and this had been the game that had come with it, I would not have been blown away at all. Remember, it was it might even be the first 32-bit system in the home. Maybe the Jaguar, I'm not sure, but you know, that has to be remembered. It was a huge deal when it came out, and it turned out to be a massive flop, as we know. Sega had the Saturn on the way, and they were just putting a stopgap out, I suppose, but I loved it. I think it's one of those systems that gets unduly criticised by people who never owned it. I thought it was fantastic. But there we go. I'm not sure as well, the subtitle of this is Complete Afterburner Complete, so again I'd be interested to know if the Afterburner 2 version we got on the original Mega Drive maybe had some levels missing, or some music that was left out, or some such, anything to justify the inclusion of the word complete here. It feels incredibly similar, but everything is running at a blistering pace, I must say, and very smooth. And I suppose if I go back and play the original Afterburner Mega Drive port, I bet I'd see a big difference in the frames per second and that type of thing, which, yeah, there you go. If you want a good version of Afterburner, get yourself Afterburner Complete. I am shocking at it though, still. Let's remember this is on extra easy, and I've still died about 5 times. I've been trying very hard here. But look, yeah, it's quite good, the level of fidelity there. I mean, look at that, that's almost like Mode 7 SNES graphics there, as we were pulling into land. See, that scene, I confess I don't think I got very far at all on Afterburner on the Mega Drive. I would be shocked if that specific sort of pit stop moment was on the original release. It's stuff like that that I imagine was the huge improvement that Sega were able to get onto this version, utilising the power of the 32X. So, very cool, I must say. There's some games I never ever played that I'm very much looking forward to getting to on this, and I am going to give a go. Oh, game over. Great. I am going to give some of the games that didn't come out in the PAL territories a go on the 32X, because there's some very unique games like Blackthorn and Tempo, and I definitely want to give them a go, so we're going to do that. God knows why I'm sticking my initials in on here, you know, I'm never going to play that again, I'll be honest. But there we go, that is Afterburner Complete on the Sega Mega Drive 32X. The first in my series of quick reviews of every single game released of note for the system. Not bad, but not what I would personally be looking for from the console, would be my review of Afterburner.